So AMC and Universal Pictures have finally came to an agreement. Shall we talk about it? Hi guys, my name is Mr. Scotty Pie here, and I am back with another video. As I said in that intro, the squabble between AMC and Universal has now been sorted out. So let me first give you some background if you are first coming to terms of or first hearing about this squabble. Basically, Universal pulled Trolls World Tour out of all cinemas, or before it came out in cinemas, to release it on premium video on demand. The reason to do this was because obviously the rising of the pandemic, and so they released it on premium on demand, where you will pay to watch it on your TV or mobile device, such as your tablet or your mobile phone. Absolutely fine. Obviously, a few films have had to do that recently, but Universal, with the success of Trolls World Tour, decided this was a model they might continue with. AMC, the biggest cinema chain in America, obviously quite upset about this, with Universal being one of the major players in film distribution. Not doing films in cinemas is just going to be a massive blow to all cinema chains. So AMC put their foot down, released an open letter to Universal saying, in that case, we will never show a Universal film in cinemas again. Because I think Universal was going to show it in cinemas for a certain amount of time, then pull it and stick it on video on demand. So obviously this was a blow for Universal as well. Who was going to be the biggest blow for, AMC or Universal? I don't know. Only time would have told us. So, after about a month or two of them going back and forth, looks like behind closed door an agreement has come out with an open letter, letting everybody know what is going on. So, to explain what's going on, basically, Universal will now show their films in cinemas for 17 days. So that will be about 2 weeks with an extra weekend in there to get as much profit as possible. And then after that, they'll pull the film out of the cinemas and it'll be on video on demand, where you have to pay for it to watch it at home. But to please AMC cinemas will get a cut, undisclosed cut. We don't know how big or small this is, but I'm sure it's a healthy amount of all sales. And to stop Universal screwing them over within this deal, there's a deal that Universal cannot reduce the price of this film or put any sales on for this film for 3 months, so they can maximise their profits. So that was a deal that's been announced. Shall we look at the pluses and minuses? The pluses are, if you are a large family or a family in general, taking your family to cinemas is quite costly nowadays. So all you have to do now is wait for 17 days and then for, I'm sure, half the price to what you'd pay for your family to cinema. Because I'm sure it'll be about $20 in America. I'm not sure if this is going to be rolled out worldwide. I'm not sure as of yet. AMC own the Odeon cinema chain in England, so which is probably the second biggest cinema chain, or the biggest, I'm not sure, out of them in Cineworld, who takes over number one. But in England as well. So I'm not sure if that's going to roll out internationally or just for America. So yeah, it will be cheaper for that way if you've got a big family. So it is a plus point for that. And if you do look at statistics about how much money a film makes, the money it makes in the first 17 days is usually between 2/3 to 3/4 of its entire profit. After that, the profit drops dramatically on most occasions. Some occasions, using The Greatest Showman as an example, The Greatest Showman came out to little fanfare, really. The critics didn't really like it, so nobody saw the film. It made about as an estimate $200 to $300 million. Then people saw the film, enjoyed the film, and through word of mouth, after the 17 days, the film would go on to make another hundreds of millions, if not $1 billion in the box office. So films like that, it's going to really dramatically lose companies' profits, because sometimes you just can't tell what's going to be a blockbuster in time and what might end up being a flop at the cinemas. Sometimes films need to build through word of mouth. Who knows what they're going to be missing out of. But obviously, in most occasions, let's take 1917 last year for an example. In its first 17 days, it made $1 billion. In its time in theatrical release, after 17 days, it made $400 million. So they're still going to lose $400 million, but they'll probably make that up on video on demand anyway after that. So that way, it makes sense for them. The bad point, a very bad point in my opinion, is this deal is exclusive between Universal and AMC cinemas. So when Universal pull their film out of all cinemas after 17 days, what does the independent cinema chains do? The independent cinemas in total, not just even the chain. They hold a big film, it's making them a lot of money, then suddenly they're not able to show it anymore. AMC have made this deal and they're going to destroy a lot of their competitors. They just are. A lot of chains are going to struggle to keep up with this model, because when it goes to video on demand, they make nothing out of this. That's it, their profit's dead in the water. Can they re-show this later on? Because I know a lot of cinemas re-show old films. Big thing I'm a fan of. I love going to see old films at cinemas. Can they do re-shows? I guess time will only tell. So this is going to be a good thing for families and the general public in a respect, but for small businesses, this is going to absolutely kill them. Also, I'm a big fan of seeing films at the cinemas, and I don't always get to see films straight away. If there's a big load of films coming out in one go, I want to see all the films. I don't care if it's a massive film to the small film. I will see the films I'm most anticipating first, which is usually Hollywood blockbusters. And then I might not be able to go to cinemas for another week or two. Do I just miss out seeing that film completely in the way it's supposed to be seen? I think this might put a lot of filmmakers off. Because I've seen a lot of filmmakers say, if all films go to video on demand, I will quit working. Because that's not what I got into this profession for. And I completely understand that. If I was a filmmaker and a film director, and all my films are going straight to video on demand and just TVs, people watch it on their phones, I would really question what I'm doing this job for. Because I want to make high art that goes into cinemas, and people, it becomes an event. When you go to a cinema, it's an event for you. You're going out, you can get something to eat, you can have the babysitters, you're making a night of it. And even me, I go to cinemas, well, not at the moment. I've just started going to cinemas, by the way. Now they're open in England. My review on my first film I saw is Proxima. There's a card there to watch my review for that. And I'll talk about what cinema is like nowadays. That's gone off the subject. But yes, I see films often, and when normally I see a film once a week at a minimum, I still get a buzz every single time I go to the cinemas. It's going to take it away for a bit, but that's just me. What's your thoughts about this news, or what AMC Universal is? Are you a family man or family woman, parent, child? Is this better for you, or does this take the family night out the equation a bit? Because you might just go, oh, I'll wait for it on video on demand then. I'll wait 18 days and watch it at home. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know everybody's opinion on this, because obviously I think this is quite a divisive subject. I do respond to all comments, so let's start a conversation. And if you did enjoy this video, please do consider hitting the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, including movie reviews, trailer reactions, and general movie talk, please do consider hitting the subscribe button. It would mean the absolute world to me. And I've been Mr. Scotty Pie, and I hope you have a good day, and I am out. And thank you for making it to the end of the video. If you'd like to drop a like, a subscribe, share, hit the bell notification, that would be amazing. And you will see on this side of my head, you will see another video which YouTube has recommended just for you. And on this side of my head, you will see a logo to subscribe to the channel. If you want to hit that, I will love you forever. Goodbye.